What about things like author order? Have you had any issues around?
So this is another interesting question because of the difference. So in many avenues in chemistry, authorship is alphabetical. Right? So it's completely open. There's no arguments because you can't argue where your name fits in alphabetical order. So that's easy from the perspective of publishing for chemistry. There's no arguments. What I have noticed, and it was interesting when putting my CV in and getting it assessed by biologists, is that they looked initially at my CV and said, she hasn't got any first author publications. Well, of course not. My name begins with R. And so there's obviously a cultural difference. So it's fine. Now I make sure I explain that every time I put in an application, and I can obviously point to the thing. I mean, now I'm publishing things as a senior author, it's a little different because it's obvious. You can identify yourself wherever you are in the author list.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Well, you're starred, so your name appears
okay.
with a star. So it's obvious, and if someone looks at the paper, they can see you as the corresponding author. But yeah, as first author, it's certainly that's the challenge that I've come across. Flipping into now, so what I do now with my group most of the time is publish in order of contribution. So I haven't had so there have been a few people that have come to me and say, I think I ought to be higher up in the ranking here, but really it's never been about whether they should justifiably have been included as a they should have justifiably been included as a first author or not. I try and be as inclusive as possible, and I'm all for putting out papers where people have joint first authorship, where I think they've made equivalent contributions. We do that an awful lot, and simply because a lot of my work is multidisciplinary, I have an awful lot of publications where I am a co-corresponding author with our collaborator in biology, and I think that's right. That's the way it should be, because it's recognising that you're coming from two different disciplines and you're both contributing different things, but equally to the value of what you're publishing, what you're creating.